This is the Algo Futures Trader Weekly Market Roundup, and this is AFT 7 for NinjaTrader 7. This is a fully automated opening morning breakout strategy. You can also use it in semi-autonomous mode, so you can choose what markets you want to trade and in which direction you want them to trade in. So let's just take a look at the action. I'm just going to pull in a kind of plain vanilla daily chart of the this is the MES here, but a couple weeks ago I said we were in this trading range here. It's a large range, but it's still a range, and we're expecting the market to break out of that range as we headed into Fed week, which we did, and we were favoring the upside because the commitment of traders report that came out continues to show that the small trader, the so-called dumb money, was net short the market, and they're 80% of the time on the wrong side. So figured the break would be up to the upside. It was, and you can see where we're at now. You've got a confluence of resistance, not too higher here. You've got some resistance, some prior resistance here that will run into right around this 4182 area. And then you've got a 200 period moving average above that, and this our fib grid here, 50% retracement at 4220. So if we see also the RSI is just starting to get overbought here, so we certainly could pull back this week. If we pull back maybe into this 4013 area, if we do move higher, then like I said, you've got a confluence of resistance up here. But anyway, just a little, we'll start with a little bigger picture. As far as our daily opening range breakout trades, I don't think we had anything in the S&P this week. Let me see. Let's start with the NQ. Probably the most trades in the MNQ. And, the week prior to the Fed meeting, was a choppy meeting. We're waiting for that next news cycle where we had, earnings were starting to come out. Of course, we had the Fed meeting on Wednesday. You had the unemployment reports, housing reports, the inflation reports all last week. So we figured that choppy action we were seeing intraday was going to clear up last week, and it did. So this was the MNQ here. Let me just draw so you can see the no trade zone here. And this was Tuesday's trading activity. And there was a short trade here that we got in, and then took a target here, also another quick target. Again, just checking to see if the markets were going to still be choppy or have some follow through. There was a second trade here, took a first target here, and closed that final one out here. So that was a nice trade. That was Tuesday's action in the MNQ. And then this was Wednesday's action. So there was a second long trade here that we got into and took a first target on 2 contracts. Okay, and the software's managing this trade automatically. So 2 contracts trailing with a trailing stop. That final trailing stop got hit right here near the end of the day around 2 o'clock. All right, but still a nice trade. Again, obviously much better trading action this past week than the week prior before the Fed announcement. Now this was, I guess this was Thursday. This did take a long trade here and stopped. Right, so this was a losing trade in the NQ on Thursday. And then Friday, the trade here, a long trade, took a first target on 2 contracts and then just stopped just about break even on the last by a few ticks before it started moving higher the rest of the day. But that's what happens sometimes. And then this was This particular trade, I think from Friday's action, got short, took a small profit on 2 contracts and then stopped on the last contract there. And later in the afternoon here, we caught a nice one. This was the long in the afternoon on a breakout of the no trade zone. 2 contracts off at the first target, and then basically closed out at the end of the day on the last. So that was a nice one. That was the MNQ. And the Russell here, let's see, this one, this was Monday's trading action in the Russell. Short that set up here, took a profit on the first 2 contracts, and then stopped with the last contract here in profit. See how it was got a little choppy there. Right, here was a short trade later in the week. Took profit on 2, stopped on the last here on a trailing stop. Again, the software's managing these trades, fully automated. And then turned around later in the afternoon, got long on a break of the no trade zone here, took profit on 2, and then closed out near the end of the day on the last contract there in the Russell. And I think that was the last trade before the this is Sunday's evening's opening. So we see we're selling off. We broke out of the no trade zone to the downside Sunday evening. And I think the last we didn't have any trades in the ES, I don't believe. This was a trade in the Dow Micro, and this was on Thursday. So this broke out to the upside out of the no trade zone, had some momentum going in there, took profit on 2, and again the software's managing this trade, and then stopped on the last on a trailing stop. And so we were expecting a good week last week. We figured the market would open up with all the news cycle that came through. Hopefully we get continuation this coming week here. But we'll review all the trades in the weekly market roundup next week. Hope to see you guys there. Again, you can download the software for free. Just check the links below. You can use it as long as you want. Try it before you buy it in sim mode. And when you're ready, you're comfortable, you're confident, you can purchase a live license or lease it. And also join our Discord server. There's a ton of information there. Get you oriented, and look forward to working with you guys, and we'll see you again next week.